Hey everybody, Mike here. I got some important updates about the police reports that myself and a handful of other teachers with the TDSB had filed last week. Now, I need all hands on deck on this one. We have a chance here. All of you with the TDSB, Toronto District School Board, educators, staff that oppose these mandates, we need you to call 32 Division, Toronto Police. Call them at 416-808-3200. And if you want to get on board with filing a police report for extortion against the school board, all the trustees, the director of education, the superintendents and whatnot, okay? If you want to get your name added to this file, which I really encourage you to do, you need to call that number. You'll get the front desk and tell them at the front desk that your name and that you want to add your name to the Toronto District School Board police report number 21-206-5811. That's file number 21-206-5811. This is for TDSB, Toronto District School Board staff only. Okay? Now, when you do that, they will transfer you to the appropriate officer, and they will take your information over the phone. That is the easiest way to do this. Don't use the online portal. It'll mess everything up. Okay? It'll just keep generating new file case numbers, and it'll be a logistical nightmare. And it could have detrimental effect on us getting things done in a timely manner. So don't use the online portal. Use the phone. They're not taking evidence right now because what's happening is our file has gone to the detective sergeant who has now presented the information to the Attorney General in Ontario. And the Attorney General has to decide if the charge of extortion has occurred and then go through the appropriate charges. Okay? So this is very important. So we don't have a detective, nothing. We're just waiting to hear back from the Attorney General. So this is our opportunity to get as many people under that file claim number that are with the TDSB. And at the same time, now this goes out to all staff, not just the TDSB, but if you're an educator or you're a parent or anybody, but especially educators with the TDSB, I want you to send an email to the Attorney General of Ontario, and I'm going to put the address in the link below of this message, of this post. Okay? You're going to send an email, and we're going to put pressure on the Attorney General to take this case seriously. Okay? And I already spoke with them to see if we could do that we want them to take it seriously and so forth. And if you want to email it, you send an email, and in the subject line you put the name of the person. This is basically one of the people that we're going after. Just put one of them. You could put the director of education, right? And then put the file number in the subject line. Again, file number 21-206-5811. Now, this isn't just for TDSB. This is for anybody who wants to support this, what's happening. And you're just going to send that email. Write a letter. It can be a Microsoft Word or a PDF, whatever, but make sure it's an attachment, not in the body of the email. They told me at the Attorney General's office that that's easier for them to do. Okay? So do it as a PDF or Word attachment. In the body, just say, hello. This is for the Attorney General in Ontario. Please see attached document regarding file. And it's already in the subject line, right? The file number and the name, Director of Education or whoever you want, interim director, whatever. But just put Director of Education and the file number in the subject line. So, and in your letter, it doesn't have to be long. Just basically say you are aware of the police report for extortion by some Toronto District School Board staff, and that you want to urge the Attorney General to take the case seriously. This is a clear case of extortion, and he must file charges. You know, basically we want to put in a stern but kind, a strong way, let them know that there is a hell of a lot of us. And if you even want to put in that email, in your letter, you can even say, look, this is just one of many groups. There's going to be people all over the country are going to be filing reports for similar things all over the country. So take it seriously, because if it's not with us, you'll have to take with the rest. And if you don't take it seriously, the whole country is going to know that we can't trust our judiciary. And then we put pressure. Try to remove the Attorney General through pressure and protest. Maybe some of our politicians that are on our side will call to have that Attorney General removed and put one in place who will file charges. Okay? So this is our opportunity. Now, having said that, if the Attorney General decides not to press charges for extortion for the TDSB case, the way the system works, if, say, some people from the Catholic School Board do it, or somebody from Walmart, or someone from the auto workers, or someone from wherever, transit, anyone, every time you file a police report, and they give you a file number, they have to go through the same process. It goes up to the Attorney General, and they have to decide if charges will be pressed. Okay, so if we don't do it, if they don't accept the TDSB one, do not fret. They might accept the next one, or the next one, or the next one, and the next one. Now hundreds are going to be coming down the pipe if everybody in our country stands up for our rights and puts these criminals on notice. Okay? They're using our taxpayer dollars to take away our rights and our jobs. It's time to use our taxpayer dollars by utilizing the police system and the criminal code, which is there for us, to punish those who are committing crimes. And extortion is exactly what's happening. Okay, so I'm going to put the email below, but I'll say it verbally as well for those of you who have a pen. The email for the Attorney General is a very long one. It's Virtual Crown 1000 Finch West, Toronto. One word, yeah, that's the beginning. At ontario.ca. That's virtual, VIRTUAL, crown, CROWN, 1000, Finch, FINCH, W, Toronto, at ontario.ca. That's the email, the direct email for the Crown Attorney for where we filed. We filed at 32 Division, so that would be North York. So that's the one you'll be emailing. Okay? We need to do this today because they haven't decided yet if charges have been made, if should be filed, or if they're going to pursue it. So now's the time to put pressure on those emails. Do it. We got to do this. We've got this. We got this. Finally, we've got some avenues we can do this. Okay? Let's help the police that oppose these mandates that are upholding the law, that want to uphold the law, the ones that are on our side. Let's help them by going through the criminal code. Let's start going. They can, I don't know, maybe they can put pressure internally to, hey, we need to file these charges. We need to investigate. I don't know, whatever they do in the police services. But we need to do this. And I'm calling everybody. I don't usually do this, calling out to people. I usually speak and try different initiatives behind the scenes or whatnot. And I kind of say how I feel. But I'm telling you, all of you, we got a chance here. We got a chance here. If you don't want to file, and you're the TDSB and you don't want to file, that's your choice. But I really hope you will, because it's real easy now. All you got to do is call the 32 Division at the number I said at the beginning, and I'll put that in the bottom of the description. Call them, get the front desk, say you want to file, add your name to the file number that I gave you, and they'll put you through the appropriate person. You can tell your statement over the phone. And if you have one typed up already, just tell the police officer you get, you have one already typed, and they'll probably give you an email. Actually, I'm pretty sure they'll give you an email because that's what they did for someone already. And then you can email your claim. They're not taking evidence yet, so don't worry about sending your evidence yet. The statement is enough. Your victim statement's enough because they're waiting for the Attorney General. If the Attorney General says go for it, then they'll reach out to us to get the evidence. Okay? So, let's do this. File with the police if you're a TDSB staff for extortion. Get under the same claim. Just call them. Just call them. If you want to go in person, you can. But if, it's 2 at a time, it can be time consuming. It could be cold one day when you go. But phoning them, way easier. Because we've already got the file number. The legwork's been done. Okay? And for those of you who haven't filed yet from different groups, whether you're City of Toronto or a different school board, don't go in a big mob. Honestly, don't go in a big mob. Just go with a group of your people. Like we went, there's about 15 of us, and 8 of us filed. The other ones were there for support. Just don't make it, because if it comes across as a protest, it's going to be problematic. Because it's not a protest. We're going to report a crime. Go in. Those of you who want to go in person, give your victim statements, get a file number. You might get the file number the next day because they might decide if they're going to put it together or separate. I don't know. But get your file number, and then you tell everybody in your company who feels the same way as you to do just like the TDSB staff would do. Call the division where you filed your report. Call them. Tell them you want to add your name to the case file, and they will put you to the police officer. You can tell it over the phone, or you can email your statement. That's all you got to do. We got this. There's lots of lawsuits going on, taking people to court. But for those of us who, because they've been bleeding us dry by taking our jobs. Let's use our taxpayer dollars that we paid into. These are our taxpayer dollars. Let's utilize the police force, the system that's instilled to keep the peace and to punish criminals. And they are criminals. Extortion is a crime. So we need to do this all over the country. I don't care what job you are. If your company is extorting you to take that shot, to give up your rights, to disclose your privacy status, whatever. If they're holding your job over your head, this is extortion. It's a crime. Canadians, Remembrance Day is coming. Our forefathers fought against fascism and they died. Remembrance Day is coming again. Now it's our turn to fight against fascism and every tool that we have. And now that we know we can file criminal files, we can file police reports, let's utilize it. Utilize it. Use our taxpayer dollars and use the system that's there to keep and enforce justice. Okay? We can do this, everybody, but I need everybody. If you're a group of a leader or a leader, I don't care. Please send the email to the Attorney General saying you want them to take this case seriously, this case of extortion, and they must take it seriously. Please. Please. All right. Mic out. We can do this. And if you get this message, please download it and then upload it to another platform. You need to get as many people as possible because it is kind of time sensitive. I'm sorry I'm talking fast. I'm just, I'm really pumped up. Okay? So, all right, let's do this. We got this. Mic out.